All right. So here, continuing with selling puts. So here's an example of a secured put strategy. So let's say that you have a stock that's $50 and you want to buy it, but you don't want to pay $50 for it. So what you could do is theoretically, you could sell a cash secured put for let's say $2. That means you could receive money to be the guaranteed buyer of this asset if the price drops. So, and let's say you have 2 weeks on this option, then for every contract that you own, you then would get $2 per share. So every contract is 100 shares, which means I collect $200 for every 100 shares I promise I will buy. Okay, so you're getting money just to make the promise. That's your money. You get to keep that no matter what. And then let's say the stock ends the week at 43. My strike price is 45. So the stock went below 45, which means I now have to fulfill the contract. Somebody's going to collect on that. They're going to say, okay, you promised you'd buy it at 45, so you got to buy it at 45. So you look at this example, and if you ever want to understand, like, well, why would someone not sell the put? Well, because there's a little bit of risk there. Like, so it's because if the stock drops to 43 and you promise to buy it at 45, you've got to pay more than the market price of that stock. So you may feel some kind of way if you don't know how to process it. Now the way you may look at it is you could say, this stock is a $43 stock this week. It could be a $47 stock next week. It could be a $38 stock the week after that. I just want to own the company because I like the company. I'm along for the ride. And that's a perspective. That's more of a longer term view. That's probably a healthier view to take than to say, gosh dang it, I got to pay $45 for a $43 stock. That $43 stock next week could easily be a $50 stock. In fact, let's just kind of like talk through this and look at this. And this is the trick, the mind trick of the stock market. The mind, your mind's always playing tricks on you when it comes to stocks. So let me just show you. Let's look at an example. Let's pick a stock. Let's talk about Verizon stock. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pull Verizon up, and I'm gonna show you exactly why the stock market is nothing more than a big mind trick for some people. Why people just stress themselves out over what could be nothing. Okay. So you look at Verizon here, right? Verizon's price right now is $43.35. In the last 5 days, this company that has not changed a single thing about their operational procedure is still selling the same product, has the exact same CEO. This stock that's now $43 a few days ago was 43.35. It a few days ago was worth $43.07. Then it was worth 43 flat. Then it was worth 43.35. You go back a month, let's see, this stock was worth $44.38. Let's go out further. The stock was worth $37 versus $43. Now, mind you, with a stock like Verizon, that much of a gap, what is that gap? That's about what, seven over. I'm gonna say that's about that's more than a 10% decline in the value of the stock. Let's say that that's 15% or something like that. 10% would be about $4 or $5 or something. All right, so that's a 15% dip.